Hello, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is your prediction for May 2026. It is a collective general reading. So as the messages come through today, please take what fits and please leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it simply means it is meant for someone else. And check out your other placements, your Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as your Venus placements. And if you don't know what they are, in the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Also, Virgo, keep in mind that after the premiere of this video, you are able to, you are able of clicking the gear icon in the video, and that way you can adjust the settings to your choosing. Because sometimes I channel very quickly, and sometimes I channel very slowly. So make sure you use that speed setting so you can listen to the reading at the setting that is pleasing to you. Okay, with all of that said, now let's tap into the Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What does Virgo need to know for May 2026? What do they need to know for May 2026? If I said 2025 before, I'm sorry. One more shuffle here. Thank you. In the heart of your spread, my darling, we have the King of Wands. In the top row, we have the Three of Pentacles. We have the Four of Pentacles. And we have the Death card. Flanking the King of Wands is the Page of Swords and the Chariot. And in the bottom row, we have the Tower. We have the Page of Wands. And we have the Hierophant. Sneak peek now into June. Can't believe I'm saying June. We have the Ace of Swords, we have the Two of Swords, and we have the Ten of Cups. And that leaves a Page of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, Seven of Cups to the World card here at the bottom of the deck. Okay, let's clarify this now for you, Virgo. We are using the After Tarot deck. If you're not familiar with this deck, the images are different. It does change the meaning of the cards a bit, and we'll go through that as necessary in your reading today. So for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements for the month of May 2026, let's clarify now the Three of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, the Death card, the Page of Swords, the King of Wands, the Chariot, the Tower, the Page of Wands, and the Hierophant for the Virgo collective. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Three of Pentacles is clarified by the Nine of Wands. The Four of Pentacles is clarified by the Four of Cups. The Death card is clarified by the Death card. Wow. Okay. The Page of Swords is clarified by the Ace of Swords. The King of Wands is clarified by the Three of Pentacles. The Chariot is clarified by the Queen of Cups. The Tower is clarified by the Eight of Pentacles. The Page of Wands is clarified by the Tower. And the Hierophant is clarified by the Six of Wands. Sneak peek now again into June. King of Pentacles, Page of Wands, and the Four of Swords. And that leaves the Page of Cups, the Emperor, and the World card here at the bottom of the deck. Your overall energy here for the month of May 2026 is King of Wands to the Three of Pentacles. There seems to be a desire here on your part to want to do something different. Now, this could be King of Wands to the Three of Pentacles, could be, I really want to take the inspired action. Because for me, queens exist in the present because they process the past, and kings take action. So it has nothing to do with gender, for me anyway, as a reader. This is, I want to take the inspired action to build something, to create something that has long lasting. And maybe the building and creating whatever this is may include collaborating with other people, or it might just mean that I'm doing it alone, because in the After Tarot deck, the individual is doing this alone. So again, that'll be different for all of you, whether this is I want to build and create something with this person or group of people, or whether I'm going about it alone. But you seem to be questioning in the month of May, is this the right decision for me? And the reason why I say that is we have the Three of Pentacles, which we see here again from two different decks, to the Nine of Wands. There's something here of like, I really want to do this, but I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can do this alone. Maybe I do need other people. The Four of Pentacles to the Four of Cups. I'm going to have to clarify this here. It's a very stubborn energy. I almost feel like you have the opportunity here to build something new or create something new, and you don't know if you want to do that. Before I go any further with the messages that I'm intuitively picking up, I'm going to start clarifying this immediately for you. We're going to start right at the beginning with that overall energy. I get this very indecisive. I don't know if I want to do this. I don't know if I could do this alone. I don't know if I need people to do this. King of Wands. Clarify the King of Wands here, please, for Virgo's energy for May 2026. One more shuffle. Thank you. King of Wands is clarified by strength, Six of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Eight of Swords. Three of Pentacles. One more shuffle. Thank you. Three of Pentacles is clarified by the Five of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Star. Bottom of the deck, Page of Pentacles. I feel like you have an idea here, an idea or an opportunity to build or create something new in your life. And I get the feeling like from scratch. This is going to be a very specific message, so hang in there with me. And if you realize at some point, you know, in this reading that it's not for you, it's okay. Just check another placement. But I could be speaking to a Virgo where you're like, and again, it's only an example, King of Wands, I usually see the King and Queen of Wands as the entrepreneurs of tarot. And it could be, I really want to build my own business. King of Wands to Three of Pentacles. I want to take the inspired action to build my own business, right? Strength card, Six of Pentacles, and Knight of Cups. I want to pour Pentacle energy into creating this opportunity here for myself to be my own business owner. But Five of Cups to the Wheel of Fortune to the Star. In the After Tarot deck, the Five of Cups, not looking at whatever, you know, didn't work out in the past, looking right at a new Two of Cups. So it's almost like I want to do this, right? I want to move forward. Jupiterian energy there in the Wheel of Fortune. I want to move forward towards this wish fulfillment, but I don't know if maybe I can't do this alone. There's like some self-doubt here. I don't know if I could do this alone. Maybe, you know, maybe I do need to connect with somebody here. I definitely feel like this is you wanting to create something new for yourself and you're unsure if you can do it by yourself. Clarify that other Three of Pentacles there. And even if you are a business owner, you may want to revamp the entire business, but you're a little confused here about how to do that. You know that what you have isn't currently working or working to your liking, and you want to improve it. But the feeling here is like, I don't know how to do that. Maybe I need someone else. There's a lot of self-doubt here in this reading. If this is not in regards to you being a business owner or wanting to launch your own business, then I could very well see this as work. You're doing something currently, and you're not very happy with it. And you would like to do something else. You'd like to maybe hop an industry, do something completely different, maybe learn some new skills, obtain another job. But there's a feeling here of like, I don't even know what to do with my life next. Where's all this self-doubt coming from? Clarify that, Three of Pentacles. Okay, we had a flipper, Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups is now on the table twice. Clarify that, Three of Pentacles. One more shuffle. Thank you. Queen of Cups, Two of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands. Bottom of the deck, we have the Lovers. So there's a feeling here of wanting to build or create something. And this feeling of a lot of self-doubt, and maybe I need someone else to do this with. Nine of Wands. Clarify the Nine of Wands. One more shuffle. Thank you. Nine of Wands is clarified by High Priestess, the Moon, and the Seven of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Pentacles. That's exactly what it is. You either want to create something new, rebrand something, launch something new. If I said learn something new, I apologize, but learn something new. But because there's all of this self-doubt here, and that Moon is holding a lot of fears, doubts, and insecurities, your feeling here is, I think I'm going to need help with acquiring another job. I'm going to need help with launching my own business. I'm going to need help with expanding the business that I have. Four of Pentacles. Tell me about the Four of Pentacles. Tell me about the Four of Pentacles. One more shuffle. Thank you. Four of Pentacles is clarified by the King of Cups, the Sun card, and the Three of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Eight of Pentacles. So you go from this feeling of, I have all this self-doubt. I want to do this, launch this, create this, move forward with it. I don't have enough confidence in myself. I think I need the help or assistance of someone else. You then receive the help and assistance that you want. And Four of Cups, you then reject it. Like maybe you don't like this person's idea. Clarify that Four of Cups. The reason why I say that is because in the After Tarot deck, the person is pouring out the cup. So I want to do this. I don't think I could do it alone. I'm going to need someone's help. You have someone here then say, and they could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, I can help you with that, or I have some ideas. I know some companies that are hiring, right? Oh, I can help you launch your business. I have some ideas on how you can revamp the business you have. Oh, you want to learn a new skill? Well, how about you do A, B, or C, or you learn X, Y, Z, and you're just like, no, 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 no. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Four of Cups is clarified by the Ace of Pentacles. Everything I said is the truth. The Six of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Seven of Cups. The feeling that I get here is you have all of this self-doubt, but you have someone here who is offering you with ideas or inspiration or even willing to help you. But there's a little something here of pride and ego of, but I have to do this on my own. But you just said that you weren't sure you could do it on your own. And you were looking for someone to collaborate or help you. You now have someone who's willing to collaborate and help you, but you don't like any of their ideas, so you're choosing to do it on your own. Death card to the Death card. The one thing you're absolute about is whatever it is that you were previously working on, you don't want to do that anymore. So I commend you for that because you seem to be very resolute. The way I did this or the job that I had or whatever I was doing, I don't want to repeat that. I want new. But then it's a little contradictory energy because it's like, well, I need help doing the new. You have someone here willing to help you, but you don't seem to like any of their ideas. It's like, I want to do it alone. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The first Death card is clarified Six of Wands to the Six of Wands. The Eight of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Ten of Wands. Clarify that second Death card there. One more shuffle. Thank you. Death card is clarified by Three of Cups, Five of Swords, and the Page of Swords. Bottom of that, Queen of Wands. You have someone here. You have a friend or a family member or your lover or your partner. Someone here is willing to help you. They're willing to give you ideas. They're willing to help you restructure. Maybe they're willing to give you the job or tell you companies that are hiring. It could be for some of you, they're willing to give you a loan. You seem to be of the opinion that you don't want their help. Even though you originally, the feeling here is, I need help. I need a new Two of Cups. I need someone to help me make this dream a reality. But whoever this person is, you're pushing back against them, that you don't want their help or you simply don't like their ideas. There could be a very small group of you where you want to launch your own business. You know that you need help. You have someone willing to help you, but you don't want to share in any of the profits, any of the money that you might make in the future. And so even though you're recognizing that you need the help, you don't want to bring this person on as like a business partner because you don't want to share any of the wealth or royalties with them. So that Page of Swords, we go here, Page of Swords to the Ace of Swords. Clarify that secondary Page of Swords there. One more shuffle. Thank you. Page of Swords is clarified. That's exactly what it is. Ace of Cups, Ten of Wands, and the Page of Pentacles. Bottom of deck, Seven of Swords. So there's something here you want to build or create in terms of long-term wealth. And although you know you need the help, you don't want to bring this person on because you don't want to share any royalties with them in the future. This is going to be super specific. If it's not yours, don't be offended. Check another placement. Clarify that Ace of Swords. One more shuffle. Thank you. This is clarified by the Emperor, the Queen of Swords, and the King of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Four of Pentacles. This is very much the energy of you want to go it alone, even though you know it's going to be difficult. Chariot to the Queen of Cups. Here's this person again, this water sign. Clarify the Chariot. This could be a Cancerian for some of you. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Chariot is clarified by Judgment, the Magician, and the Seven of Swords. Bottom of deck, Three of Wands. Your judgment here is that this person is manipulating you or would manipulate you or is only looking to help you so they can get some money or get something from you in the future. So that seems to be why you're pushing back on this person. Even though you know you need help with whatever it is here that you're doing, you're pushing back on this one person because you simply don't trust them. Seven of Swords is a card of deception. Magician to the Seven of Swords is highly deceptive energy, right? This is someone, the magician is typically someone who has all four aces, and they can use those aces to create what they want. But when it's coupled with the Seven of Swords, this is someone who can use their skills to deceive someone quite heavily. And I just feel like you don't trust this Queen of Cups individual, whoever he or she may be. But I feel like they're very persistent with wanting to help you with this. Clarify that Queen of Cups. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Queen of Cups is clarified by the Two of Cups, the Seven of Wands, and the Lovers. You're pushing back on this person. You don't want their help. You don't want their involvement. You don't want their inclusion. And yes, for some of you, this is because if you make a lot of money in the future or something like that, or maybe you get some inheritance or the business really takes off, you feel like this person would want a cut of it or a piece of it or a share of it. So that Tower to the Eight of Pentacles, let's clarify that next. Clarify the Tower here. Clarify the Tower here. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Tower is clarified by the King of Pentacles, the Empress, and the Two of Cups. Bottom of the deck, the Moon. Okay. Clarify the Eight of Pentacles. Well, that came out quickly. Justice, Nine of Pentacles. Give me one more on the Eight of Pentacles. One more shuffle. Thank you. Clarified by the Seven of Swords. Okay. So it looks like you're telling this person in the month of May, I don't want your help at all. And even if this means that I'm not going to get that job, or I'm not going to be able to get that skill, or I won't be able to find the money elsewhere because maybe they're trying to like offer you a loan or something like that. This is, I don't want your help. I don't want a handout. If I'm creating a business, I don't want your help. You're being very adamant here with this person. I do not trust you. I do not trust you. I don't want you to be part of what it is that I'm creating here in my life. Page of Wands to the Tower. Clarify that Page of Wands. One more shuffle. Thank you. Page of Wands is clarified by Eight of Wands, the Ten of Swords, and Justice. Bottom of the deck, the High Priestess. So you seem to be making a decision here. I'm going to move on. I'm going to try to look for help elsewhere. I don't want it from you. I don't want it from you. I don't want you in my life. I don't want your ideas. I don't want you to be part of whatever it is here that I'm creating. I don't want you to say that I owe you or anything. I don't want you to get any victory or success from whatever it is that I'm planning to do here with my life moving forward. Clarify that Tower. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Tower is clarified by the Ten of Wands, the Devil, and the Eight of Swords. Bottom of the deck, the Hermit. I think you are letting this person go, or you're telling them you no longer want to be attached to them. You don't want to owe them anything. You don't want to be shackled to them. Maybe moving forward without their help will be difficult for you, but it's a move you're willing to do on your own. I say that because in the Eight of Swords, in the After Tower deck, the person is freed. The Devil, which usually depicts two people chained to one another, or chained to the devil, or chained to the podium that the devil presides over. And the After Tower deck, the people are free. The Ten of Wands is like, it might be difficult, but I'm holding that Ace of Wands. I'm going to do this by myself. So you're telling someone here, I do need the help in creating this, we'll call it next chapter of my life. I feel like it's more financial, but next financial chapter of my life. And I know that I'm going to need some help, but I don't want your help because I don't trust you. Hierophant. Clarify the Hierophant. This could be a family member. It could be someone you know from within a community, an online community, a religious or political community. The community in which you live in. Could be within a family unit or like a friend group. It could be your marital partner for some of you in that Hierophant energy. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Hierophant is clarified by the Lovers, the Fool, and the Ace of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Nine of Wands. Whoever this person is, however long you've known them, I feel like they have been a staple in your life for a while. Yeah, you're basically telling this person, I don't want you part of this. Do I need help doing this? Yep. Do I want that help from you? No, I do not. One more shuffle. Thank you. Clarified by King of Swords, Page of Pentacles, and the Three of Swords, bottom of the deck, the Magician. I think you know that it's going to be difficult for you to embark on this next chapter on your own, or rebuild your finances on your own. But you seem to be saying no to this person, and I think it's coming from a healed part within you, because in the After Tarot deck, the swords are out of the heart. So I feel like I'm specifically talking to a group of you where in the past you would have entertained this person over and over again. And I don't know who this is, your neighbor, your friend, your family member, your lover. I just think it was a toxic, codependent kind of situation, type of relationship. And it looks like even though you know that you need help now or in the future, and this person could most likely provide you with that, you're still choosing to do this on your own and not to allow them to move forward. And it's because you're doing this from a place where you're very healed. Okay, let's get you some advice. I'm going to get you a couple of different sets of advice. For those of you where you are in that, you know, King of Wands to the Three of Pentacles, I need to rebuild my life, recreate my life, launch a business, revamp a current business model, build something new and sustainable for myself in the future. Advice for my Virgos who are doing that in the month of May. One more shuffle. Thank you. We have the Star, your wish fulfillment, the Queen of Wands, and the Nine of Cups, bottom of the deck, Two of Swords. Yes, based upon your past experiences, remember, queens exist in the present, they process the past. Based upon your past experiences, you know enough to be able to charge forward on your own. So if you have any self-doubt that you really need someone, even if it isn't this person, the fact is you can do this on your own. You're fully capable. You're fully capable. So don't feel like you can't do this, whatever this is. Like you can't build wealth for yourself, or you can't find another job, or you have to lean on this person. No. You're fully capable of creating this, I want to call it financial wish fulfillment on your own. Fully capable. 3 cards of advice when it comes to telling this person you do not want their help or inclusion or participation. For my Virgos who need to tell this person they do not want their inclusion or participation or help in any way. One more shuffle. Thank you. Your advice. Knight of Cups. That's what they were trying to offer you back here. 4 of Cups. Reject it. Yes, you're right to do that. 5 of Pentacles. Your advice here, that Hierophant. Again, whoever this is, someone you've known for a long time or you are in connection with, when they go to offer you that offering, you're right to reject it in that 4 of Cups and leave them out in the cold. It looks like they're going to be persistent and try again. Advice for this person coming back around again. Temperance came out in the reverse, and we're going to take it. Page of Wands and the Page of Swords. Bottom of deck, 6 of Wands. Well, that's interesting because Temperance in the reverse is there is an imbalance. There's a lack of long-term vision. It is someone who's existing in excess, right? They're not moderate, they're not patient, they're not balanced. So there is something here about communicating with this person that you do not want to move forward with them because you feel that there is an imbalance in this connection. The two of you do not view the connection the same way. This could also be that you feel that this person is only trying to help you for their own ego, for their own pride. It's not genuine. It's not genuinely wanting to help you. They're doing it for a self-serving reason. And you're right about that. And you have the right to tell them that you don't want their inclusion because of that. So let's get you 3 cards of advice because it looks like you're going to go it alone with building this and creating this and having this new chapter here. 3 cards of advice here for my Virgos who are doing this on their own moving forward. Launching the business, expanding a business, finding a new job, creating wealth for themselves. One more shuffle. Thank you. Your advice. Ace of Cups, 2 of Cups, and the 3 of Pentacles, bottom of the deck, King of Wands. Just take the inspired action. Don't be afraid to do this on your own. Launch the business, create the business, move forward with creating, wealth for yourself or looking for a job. You're right. This friend or family member was not going to help you find the right job. They would have sabotaged you, put you in a position that they knew you wouldn't, you know, either you wouldn't excel at it or it would have kept you small. So you're absolutely right. You can do this on your own. And the moment you take action to do it on your own without this person's interference or involvement, you have someone new here on your path. Within a month of you starting this on your own, you have someone new. This is someone that you are in union and in harmony with. This is someone that will offer you the job, give you the money you need, help you build the business, teach you the skills that you need. This is teamwork. This is collaboration. This is harmony and partnership. So you're right to not include this person and to want to go it alone. Get out of your head that you think that you can't do it. You can. And within 1 month of you doing it and really putting in the effort of doing it, someone new here crosses your path and decides to help you with this. And there's nothing self-serving about this energy. King of Wands, Page of Cups, there's the offer, Ace of Pentacles. There's nothing self-serving about it. This person does want to genuinely offer you the job, the loan, help you with your business, help you revamp it, relaunch it, whatever it is here that you're doing. Let's get you some oracle cards here, my friend. Oracle cards here for Virgo. One more shuffle. Thank you. Silent strength. Embrace your truth. Rebirth. Love it. I'll read these to you in a second. 3 more oracle cards here, please, for Virgo. One more shuffle. Thank you. Flowing River, Starry Night, and Mystic Mirror. Okay. Silent strength. Build your power in silence. Wait for the right moment to reveal your quiet strength. And Flowing River. Flow with life's currents. Adaptability is your strength. So you can do this on your own. Okay, you're strong enough, you're smart enough, you're wise enough. You don't need this person. If we got the 7 of Swords twice for this person and this is your energy, then please trust your intuition and do not trust this person. Embrace your truth. Accept your true self, loving yourself and others unconditionally. And Starry Night, the universe watches over you. You are not alone. No, you're not alone. And the moment you show the universe that you're going to move in this direction, though, on your own, that's when the universe is going to bring in this other 2 of Cups person here for you. Rebirth. Rise anew. Embrace new beginnings and new opportunities. And Mystic Mirror. Self-reflection brings insight. Look within. I think that's what you're doing here. We saw the Hermit at the bottom of the deck. So I think there is a lot of introspection here and saying it might be difficult to do this on my own, but I would rather do this on my own than engage with someone that I know based upon my past experience with them that they're not good for me or they're underhanded or they're manipulative by nature. Let's get you some Kipper cards and we'll close out your reading, my love. 2 cards here for the top row. Okay. Message of concern is on the side. And this came out on the side as well. Community. Yeah. This is you telling this person, right? They're trying to come in with that 3 of Cups offering. I can help you. I got ideas. This is the message here of concern because 1, you're receiving that message from them. And 2, you're responding back to them like, I don't need your help. Okay. Courthouse. Tell me more about this. Great fortune. By severing the karmic contract you have with this person allows financial abundance or financial opportunity to come your way. And I think it's via this new person here that's now on path for you. So you're right to want to do this all on your own. And 2 final cards here. High honor. And look at that. The false person card came out, although it kind of slid on the side. Yes, you're right to believe this is not a person of high honor. This is a false person. This is a 7 of Swords person. This is someone who's in it for themselves. So pathway, my love, you're on a new path. Sudden wealth, there's that new sudden connection, new sudden opportunity comes online for you, I just heard. So maybe for some of you, this has to do with online work or just comes online, meaning on your path. And now it's a whole new journey for you. You are the official person of your life. You are the emperor of your life. So I see you struggling here with something that you want to build or rebuild in your life. I know that you need help doing it. And you have someone here that you've had some kind of shared experience with that you have already said is not good for me and I don't want them to be part of it. You're absolutely right with all that 10 of Swords and the 2 death cards. You're right. I kind of feel like this message is telling you you're moving in the right direction, but just be warned. This person's going to keep trying to say, but I can help you. I can help you, Virgo. I can do this. I can do that. And please do not ignore your intuition on this. This is a false person. This is a 7 of Swords person. your next chapter, the next month might be a little difficult for you to rebuild or launch whatever this is on your own. But trust that within that 1 month window, you have someone new here on your path that will help you. You're fully capable of doing this on your own, at least for a little bit. That is what I have for you, my love. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, subscribe, hype the video if you're able to do that. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace.